Hello, everyone. Thank you for participating in today's webinar. And this is Samba. And today, this is one of the DJI geospatial, series of the webinar. And this time, we're going to talk about, mainly two parts. One is regarding to, how to use, WayPoint Master to achieve mission planning in a more complicated environment. For example, like high wall and side of the walls and buildings, and to create detailed three-dimensional modeling, those type of the works. And also we're going to talk about, in most cases that when we have a project that we need to go into the field and without battery charge, and another solution that could be a plus, which is our EcoFlow, the battery stations, which give you a extended battery and powers when you're operating the jobs and projects outside. So let's wait for another 5 more minutes, and let's wait for more people to join the webinar. Then we can officially start it. So before I, we actually start the webinar, are you guys able to hear my voice and see the screen? Please type it in the question box and let me know if you guys are okay to see. And okay, cool. All right. Yeah, let's wait for another 5 more minutes, then we can get started. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Um, Also, one thing please keep in mind is actually 2 days later, at the same time, we're going to have another sessions, and that's another topic cover the aerial lidar data post processings. And that software, I would say it's much easier platforms when you operating and process lidar data. So it will give you the results, for example, like contours and tree classifications, and any type of the classifications as well. And you can use that to do more deep analysis, for example, the distance between the trees and power lines and things like that. So make sure that you guys don't forget it, and make sure you guys register on that webinar, and we will have another session on this Thursday at the same time. So register on it and participate into it. And also they will share the contact information as well. So afterwards, if you guys are interested, feel free to email them directly as well. Okay, make sure to register on that. All right, cool. So I want to double check again. Are you guys able to hear my voice and see the screen, right? If yes, then we will go ahead and start it. Okay, cool. Great, great, great. Thank you. So today we actually have invited two partners that working with us together. One is called WayPoint Master. So they will be the first guest to present their topics regarding to using the WayPoint Master software to plan a mission and then execute the missions and export as XML to DJI pilots. Then DJI pilots are able to achieve and monitor a more complicated and more sophisticated mission planning for different type of the tasks. For example, like high wall scanning and 3D modelings and large area of modelings. And that software also cover from both photogrammetry, which is the Phantom 4TK, P1, and also the LiDAR units like the L1. So the next topic after that we're going to talk about is our another guest from EcoFlow. So they are, I would say, one of the top, field battery station companies. So in some case, that when we go out, when we go into the field, and we're experiencing, battery issues, but by having them on board, we're able to extend the power of our batteries, to double and triple maybe. Depends on the weather and if you have enough like sunlight, and you can even use the solar panels to charge the battery stations and to extend your life working cycles there. So first of all, let me introduce and welcome Mr. Wang from WayPoint Master team, and he will give a speech for how to use WayPoint Master to achieve more complex mission planning.
Hello everyone, I'm Feng Wang, co-founder of WayPoint Intelligent Technology. Today I will present you WayPoint Master, our autonomous route planning software. In 2020, we released the WayPoint Master, a drone route planning software supporting for almost all DJI drones. It's safe, accurate, and autonomous. Even beginner pilots can finish 3D reality modeling missions with minimal training. In this presentation, I will show you WayPoint Master's solutions, workflows, and some practical techniques by following cases. WayPoint Master is a Windows-based software. We have a 3D platform to plan and verify flight missions. Then just import the planned mission files to remote controller. Using DJI Pilot to upload it to drone. The mission executes autonomously. Here is WayPoint Master's route planning interface. Planning modules are on the top, and a 3D thing of the Earth is under them. All planning modules have their own parameter setting interface and optimized algorithm to generate flight missions. Now let me show you the workflow. First, we open the software and choose planning module. Then import KML and DEM or DSM of survey area, set parameters as you need. Finally, submit to generate the mission as KML mission file. After we generated the mission files, copy them into DJI Pilot. Now use waypoint mode to import the mission. Choose the imported mission and upload it to drone. Confirm and execute the mission. To meet various needs of our customers, we have developed more than 20 kinds of autonomous route planning modules, including nested circle, slope survey, facade survey, power line inspection, etc. In a traditional way, If customers want detailed modeling and special inspections, the most common way is to fly manually, which is a long and complicated process. WayPoint Master is the way to solve all those problems. Automated flight route, consistent resolution, unified overlap range, and repeatable flight mission. It's safer, much faster, and more accurate. At first glance, some say it's a photo. No, it's not a photo. It's a detailed 3D model by WayPoint Master's solution. We will present this project in detail later. Using DJI's Enterprise series drones such as Matrix 300 RTK and our WayPoint Master's autonomous acquisition route planning, sub-millimeter scale resolution is not a dream. Using WayPoint Master's nested circle planning, we can reduce the number of photos and the reconstruction time for large-scale 3D reality modeling assignments. Compared with traditional solution, only 20% of photos and 10% of the error triangulation time are needed. Safety is a primary concern for us. We got a visualized platform and error survey assistant that helps pilots to avoid risks by verifying flight missions in 3D thing before flight execution. This project is to inspect the defects in a photovoltaic power station. There are lots of crossover power lines on site. First, we import the positions and altitude of power towers into power line simulation assistant to verify the safety of autonomous inspection. In this video, we can see 3 red lines crossing the station. They are simulated power lines. With visualized platform, we can ensure drones will not interfere with power lines, thus avoid accidents. Now I will show you 3 unique planning modules. They are designed for Matrix 300 RTK and Zimuse P1 for photogrammetry applications. Number 1 is nested circle planning for city-scale 3D reality modeling. Number 2 is snoop survey planning for geohazards. Number 3 is facade survey planning for detailed modeling. Let's start with a case of city-scale 3D reality modeling. You will see how our customer accomplished this project with the help of WayPoint Master. How to manage city assets intelligently. 3D reality modeling is a reliable way, which reduces time and costs, providing a visualized platform and a database for various applications. Generally, a city is huge. Only some big companies could implement 3D reality modeling of the entire city. But with the help of WayPoint Master and only one Matrix 300 RTK, we accomplished a 44 square kilometers city scale 3D reality model in 1.5 centimeter per pixel average resolution within 2 months. Nested circle planning uses sequential and overlapped circles to acquire multi-view photos of the entire survey area. For example, this picture shown on the screen indicates 6 nested circles. Let's look at this table again, but this time with numbers. We can see the huge difference between the number of photos and the total pixels. Traditional oblique multi-camera system takes huge number of photos. That makes the following workflow like error triangulation very difficult and time-consuming. Also, many photos cannot be aligned or twisted, drive us crazy. With nested circle planning, the number of photos and total pixels can be reduced to only 17% and 32%. This reduction accelerates the error triangulation process, also achieve higher success rate. As we know from the table, because of a huge reduction of photos and the total pixels, the error triangulation time is only 8% compared to the oblique multi-camera system. It is well known that less cameras, less uncertainty, and the success rate of error triangulation increase exponentially. That's why photo acquired by nested circle planning can successfully pass error triangulation in such a short time. Error triangulation is the most uncontrollable factor in the whole process, and WayPoint Master solved this problem really well. In terms of model production costs, most of companies do not have their own computer cluster for 3D reality model reconstruction. Using cloud-based processor, fewer total pixels will save your money. In summary, with the optimized nested circle planning, efficiency of model reconstruction can be tripled. Productivity of whole project can be doubled, and the cost of model process can be reduced to 32%. Now let's walk through the nested circle planning process. At first, open the planning module, then import camera file to set the boundary of survey area. Next, import DEM or DSM file if the area has huge height differences. Then input relative altitude according to expected resolution. Once been set, software will calculate the GSD automatically. Finally, click Submit to generate flight mission file. Here's a tip for planning the nested circle mission. That is, if area has high density of high buildings, increase the rate of overlap and the numbers of photos to acquire more views for better quality of the model. Nested circle planning has an innovative feature. As we see, the mission's wayline is not circles but squares. Using DJI's waypoint logic, we successfully reduce the number of waypoints, thus to accelerate the mission upload process. If you look more carefully, you will see the payload camera is 45 degrees offset to the drone, and the drone is also 45 degrees offset to the actual flight route. Thus, the camera is always pointed to the center of the circle, but on FPV camera, you can still see the next waypoint, guarantee the safe flight execution. The best part of this solution is work with cells. We divide the entire area into small regions, and then do acquisition, error triangulation, and the reconstruction work one by one. Obviously, each cell contains less photos, thus less error triangulation time and a higher success rate. Also, if anything happens in a cell, you just need to check the cell, and other cells will be not affected. The update of 3D related model of a whole city is not a problem anymore, thanks to the work with cell process. We just need to reacquire and reconstruction one cell you need to replace. On the other hand, since the entire photo groups are not error triangulated together, the neighboring cells may not be constrained together. It may cause height differences and misalignment between them. We can solve this problem by sharing GCPs between neighboring cells, as red marker shown on the screen. Those GCPs are deployed along the dividing line uniformly, constraining the neighboring cells together. The blue arrow point where the dividing line is. I don't think you can see where we divide the cells because the height difference is only 6 mm. In order to get the best production, we divide along the midline of a road or a river because their altitude and the textures won't change too much, which is perfect for putting cells together. Even if the overlapped area do not look good, we can easily retouch them. City-scale reality modeling is not something new, but use only one job to accomplish a city-scale modeling project sounds crazy. WayPoint Master provides a complete solution for this purpose, make it possible for a small company to handle this kind of projects. Now let's move on to the next section, the snow surveying planning for geohazards. It is important to monitor areas where geohazards may happen. That's why we developed this feature, using photogrammetry technology to reconstruct highly accurate 3D reality models for structural analysis, hazard evaluation, and treatment. When it comes to rock terrain or steep cliffs, the traditional terrain awareness planning is risky. The challenges are the route may intersect with steep cliffs, leading to accident. The orthophoto cannot capture a nearly or over 90-degree rock structure and will have holes in the model. The resolution can hardly meet the requirement for applications. That is where slope surveying planning comes in. Slope surveying planning automatically detects the structure of the terrain, calculates waypoint positions and pitch angles to keep the camera facing the terrain all the time, guaranteeing stable overlap range and consistent resolution, which is very beneficial for error triangulation and reconstruction. Let me show you a real case. Baihetan hydropower station located in Sichuan province, China, which is one of the largest and the most challenging hydropower facility under construction in the world today. We use slope surveying planning to monitor its geohazards in upstream areas. In this case, we planned 12 routes with 15 mm per pixel resolution for high steep slope inspection and 2 routes with 5 mm per pixel for critical dangerous rock masses monitoring. The survey area covers about 3.9 square kilometers of mountain surface, with a maximum height difference of 1,030 meters, and we finished the flight in 2 days. Slope surveying planning can perform sub-millimeter per pixel resolution autonomous missions in a safe, simple, and efficient way. The high-precision 3D reality model can be used to identify the cracks on the structure surface, which is highly useful for geohazard prediction. For testing the adaptability of the slope surveying planning, we planned 3 different routes for different uses. The surface area is about 0.6 square kilometers, a 10 mm per pixel route for basic data connection, a 5 mm per pixel route for the rock's discontinuity, and a 1 mm per pixel route for geotechnical analysis. Meanwhile, WayPoint Master has also developed the slope surveying planning specifically adapted to Zimuse Air 1. To conclude the advantage of photogrammetry, not only we can get sub-millimeter level resolution and outstanding rich texture, the flight can be precisely and repeatably executed across time. During the flight, flexible pitch angle adjustment ensure consistent resolution. And with the help of DJI Terra, we can finish the aerial triangulation on site. Many geohazards occur at night, making it impossible for photogrammetry. In this scenario, laser scanning is the best choice. We can plan autonomous flight mission with LSDM for a half square kilometers extremely steep mountain. It only takes 2 hours from flight planning to deliver point clouds, providing punctual data for evaluation and emergency use on-site. The following case contains the nested circle planning we talked about earlier and the facade survey planning. In October 2020, WayPoint Master's partner, Hangzhou Skywalker Information Technology, applied with WayPoint Master's facade survey planning and ZMUS P1, took 35 days to acquire 280,000 photos of this complex refining and chemical facility for detailed digitalization. Facade survey planning includes 4 different planning modules to meet specific requirements. Structure survey planning is the most widely used one. Let's talk about it. Detailed modeling is a 2-step process. The first step is to gather basic geo-referenced information about the facility, such as its boundaries and height. Nested circle planning is perfect for this. We call this step the rough model acquisition. The next step is to plan detailed modeling flight routes based on this rough model. After we finished the rough model, we can draw the boundaries of the facility on the dome. Save as a KML file for this step. Then we open WayPoint Master's Structure Survey Planning in Facade Survey module. Click Next. Choose and import the KML file we generated earlier. Then click Next again. 3D thing will fly to the facility. Next, we input expected resolution, which depends on the distance between dome and facility. Be careful, the unit of the input resolution is millimeter per pixel. Then input lower altitude and roof altitude, which can be measured from the rough model. Finally, click the camera shape. WayPoint Master will show the reference way line which is clamped to ground. Now you choose start waypoint number and end waypoint number. Then you get the range of the flight route. The purpose of this is to freely and precisely choose where to start and finish. We strongly recommend importing the rough model before choosing the start and end points, so the pilot can verify the flight route easily and intuitively, thus avoid risk at flight execution. After click Next, all the parameters are set. Click Submit to generate the mission file. If you are not satisfied with the result, you can always click back to readjust the parameters and submit to plan again. Pay attention to check whether the flight route interferes with facility. Safety is the most important matter. With the help of WayPoint Master, you can digitalize complex infrastructure assets, inspect, monitor, maintain, and ensure the operating status of the facilities automatically, precisely, repeatedly throughout its life cycle. To better manage a high-value target with extremely complex structure and environment, we need to create a high-resolution 3D reality model of it. Manual flight of such task is risky, time-consuming, and required high-skilled pilots. WayPoint Master's autonomous solution is a safer and more accurate way compared with traditional manual method. We have been testing this solution for nearly 2 years. Beginning with this splendid glazed pagoda built in 147 AD, we have successfully implemented detailed modeling for many heritage sites and infrastructures such as dams, bridges, power grids, and cell towers, etc. In March 2021, we planned an autonomous route for a dam and delivered a 1 mm per pixel resolution of the dam facade structure. It is sufficient to be applied for the detection and documentation of cracks, and this autonomous route can also be executed repeatedly by the inspector to monitor the situation of cracks development for maintenance use. The giant Buddha of Leshan, carved out of a hillside in the 8th century. This 71-meter tall statue is the largest Buddha in the world. It has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1996. In late 2020, we implemented an automated, high-resolution, detailed modeling assignment for this outstanding historical site. We finally delivered a 3D reality model of the giant Buddha, including sculpture, stone inscriptions, calligraphy with an average resolution of 1 mm per pixel, and remarkable high-definition details. In the past few years, we have been collaborating with governments, civil society, and experts all over the world to provide high-resolution and autonomous workflows for pursuing more natural and cultural heritage sites. WayPoint Master is a revolutionary autonomous software for acquiring quality data. It enables customers digitalizing the world in a safe, cost-effective, accurate way. Furthermore, WayPoint Master partners with DJI drones to develop and apply automated flight planning across various industries. We'll change the way the world looks like. WayPoint Master is working hard to make this happen. Thank you for your listening. For more details, please feel free to contact us by email.
All right, thank you. Thank you, WayPoint Master team. So we're gonna arrange a Q&A sessions in the end. So now please warmly welcome EcoFlow teams and to have a speech and talk about their field battery solutions. So EcoFlow team, please go on.
Okay, today I will introduce our mobile power solutions for surveying drones. First of all, let's start with the company background about EcoFlow. EcoFlow was established in 2017 to provide portable power solutions to off-grid life, emergency power supply, and outdoor power source. It has established the sound and mature systems, encompassing research and development, manufacturing, marketing, distribution, and sales, as well as after-sales service. As you can see from the Picture on the right, we have our local logistic hubs and service centers in Canada, USA, Europe, Japan, and China, serving more than 80 markets worldwide. Through continuous exploration and product innovation, the company has created a series of uniquely designed and powerful smart mobile power supply, providing tens of thousands of clients with clean and renewable energy. EcoFlow revolutionized its business by expanding and diversifying core technology and operations. Our dedication to constant innovation led us to new frontiers that push the boundaries of possibilities. This is our mission. For applications, our products and industry solutions are widely used in outdoor camping, automobiles, RV, yachts, marine operations, construction, surveying and mapping, lighting, security, emergency management, public safety, fire rescue, medical services, and many other fields. A few days ago, our professional user feedback that our Delta as the power supply helped the DJI drone finish the geospatial operation. Our portable power station can exactly extend the flight time of drone. After the introduction of our company, let's turn to our products. In our product family, we have two series. One is River series, another is Delta series. River series can be regarded as portable smart power station, capacity from 288 watt-hour to 1440 watt-hour. With 600 watts maximum AC output, surge power 1200 watts with our X-Boost technology can drive some of the high-rated power appliances within 1800 watts. Delta series can be regarded as high-power outdoor energy storage power station, capacity from 882 watt-hour to 10,800 watt-hour, with 1,400 watts to 3,600 watts maximum AC output. Also, all of our products can meet multiple DC and AC power demands. Due to its bigger capacity and higher AC output power, so I will choose the products from our Delta series to give the solution of surveying drones. Now, I will grandly introduce the products which are suitable for surveying drones. The first one is our Delta Max. The slogan is Unleash Your Capacity. The selling points of the units are high capacity from 2016 watt-hour to 6048 watt-hour with extendable design. 2600 watts extreme AC and solar dual fast charge, 3400 watts X-Boost technology to power 99% appliances, and limited power supply by more efficient solar energy. And from the right side, you can check the details of Delta Max and its actual battery. The capacity is 2016 watt-hour. Because it has two extension ports, so it supports expanding with two actual batteries at most. The AC input is 2000 watts, AC output is 2400 watts, surge power is 4600 watts. With X-Boot function, it can drive some of the high power appliances within 3000 watts. It has so many DC output ports, includes two USB-A, two USB-A fast charge, two Type-C, one car charge outlet, and two DC 5521. It also supports remote connection, such as Wi-Fi and point-to-point. The last two parameters are dimension and weight. The capacity of Delta Max actual battery is the same as 2016 watt-hour. and because it mainly consists of battery pack and the cover, so the dimension is smaller and the weight is lighter. The second one is our Delta Pro. The slogan is Live Without Limits. The selling points of these units are high capacity from 3,600 watts hour to 10,800 watts hour, powerful 3,600 watts AC output to meet 99.99 power needs, 4,200 extreme and solar dual charging, the fastest in the market, provide home backup power solution with EcoFlow ecosystem. And from the right side, you can check the details of Delta Pro and its extra battery. The capacity is 3,600 watts hour. Also, it supports expanding with two extra batteries at most. The AC input is 2,200 watts. AC output is 3,600 watts. Surge power is 7,200 watts. With its X boost function, it can uh, drive some of the appliances within 4,500 watts. The DC outputs are the same, also includes USB-A, USB-A fast charge, Type-C, car charge, and DC 5521. And it supports more remote connection methods, includes Wi-Fi point-to-point Bluetooth wired connection. And for one thing, I want to emphasize is the battery chemistry. The chemistry of Delta Pro is LFP, which means after 3,500 cycles, the capacity of battery is still up to 80%. The battery life is much longer than any other products. And the last two is dimension and weight. Also, for its actual battery, the capacity is the same as 3,600 watts hour, and the dimension is smaller and the weight is lighter. Due to its bigger size and weight, we equipped trolley and wheels, help it to be pulled easily. The third one is our 400 watts foldable solar panel. The selling points of the unit are one of the most powerful portable solar panel in the market. Brilliant design gives extra portability and appliances. Combined the advantage of both flexible and rigid solar panel, 22% energy conversion efficiency, sufficient solar panel, IP67 waterproof. And from the right side, you can check the details of solar panel. The voltage is 400 watts. The efficiency is 22.4%, and it is portable. The connection type is MC4. The level of waterproof is IP67. The material is mono. Why I choose this product as the recharge method? Because the geospatial operation always work in no man's land. So this time collect the solar power during the daytime and generate electricity is the best choice. For example, if you use one 400 watt solar panel, and let's imagine the daytime operation is over 6 hours. The generated energy is equal to 3.5 size TB60 batteries, which can support M300 RTK fly for more 2 hours. So it is very useful and convenient during geospatial operation. A good product always has its core technology. Let me explain our three core technologies. Extreme fast charge, the fastest fast charge technology on the market. From 0 to 80% in 1 hour, full charge within 1.6 hours. no need power adapter. The second is X-Boost Smart Inverter, Super AC Drive Power. Breakthrough limits, drive higher power appliances. For example, Delta Pro could drive some of the appliances under 4,500 watts with its 3,600 watts AC output. The last one is BMS system, which is strong, efficient, and safe. Using AI algorithm, real-time monitoring of battery voltage, current, and temperature to ensure safety of promise the best performance efficiency of battery. Our products can not only drive the common electrical appliances, but also can be applied in industry-level equipment, such as drone, drone ground control station, drone smart controller, ROV, flame safety lamp, and electric tools. Now I will tell you two latest industry-grade applications about our products. The first one is about rescue operation. Last week, Zhengzhou suffered the biggest storm throughout the history. We donated lots of our products, including provide the power to rescue teams drones, complete more than 8 hours of rescue work each day. Till now, already rescued thousands of people. Another one is about live event. Our data and the power supply of Tether drone helped one of our clients complete 4 hours of uninterrupted live streaming, realized multi-angle uninterrupted and high-quality video transmission. With that said, let's move to the last part, power solutions for surveying drones. According to investigation, we found that for geospatial operation, it has two operating conditions. One is mountain mapping, drone height limit of 500 meters. More than 500 meters, need to check equipment to go up a distance to work. Working field involving high-risk location, for example hill mountain, where mobility is a concern. EcoFlow recommends Delta Max for such working field scenario due to its less weight and easy mobility. For another case is also the common operating condition. Park the pickup truck with all the related equipment at the foot of the hill and do the operation. Working field involves lower ground where mobility to high-risk location is not a concern. EcoFlow recommends the use of Delta Pro for lower ground working condition due to its weight and hard mobility after loading of the vehicle. Before proposing the solution, we did a test with our Delta Max. The conversion efficiency is up to 90%, so you can be relieved of data accuracy, and all the results we give it to you is accurate. First of all, let's list the parameters of the rated equipment. The capacity of single battery of TB60 is 274 watts hour. This is the battery for M300 RTK, and the capacity of WB37 is 37 watts hour. This is the battery for the smart remote controller. The capacity of battery station is 4 sets TB60 and 4 WB7 37. The total capacity is 2,341 watts hour. As assume M300 RTK flight with L1 lot. with 2 TB60 batteries and 1 WB37 battery. The total consumption is 585 watts-hour. It can fly for 35 minutes. The capacity of Deltamax is 2016 watts-hour. It's equivalent to 3.4 2 TB60 plus 1 WB37. The capacity of its extra battery is the same, and the average input power of our solar panel can be calculated at 320 watts. From the red sheet, we can see the total flight time with our solutions. Let's assume 5 such batteries are full charged. It can support M300 RTK fly for 2.92 hours. And if you only use one Deltamax, it can support the total flight time is 4.9 hours. If you use Deltamax with one solar panel, the total flight time is 5.96 hours. If you use Deltamax and its extra battery, the total flight time is 6.92 hours. If you use Deltamax extra battery and solar panel, it can support 8.63 hours. So this flight time, I think, is really enough for 1 day's operation. For our Delta Pro expandability, the capacity of our Delta Pro is 3600 watts-hour, which is equivalent to 6.1 size 2 TB60 plus 1 WB37. And if you only use one Delta Pro, the total flight time is 6.5 hours. If you use one Delta Pro with a solar panel, it can support 8.07 hours. If you use Delta Pro and its extra battery, the total flight time is 10.1 hours. Use Delta Pro extra battery and solar panel, the total flight time is up to 12.81 hours. Okay, that's all for the solutions and the presentation. And now it's time for Q&A. Also, if you have any questions, please be free to send me the questions or the cooperation intention. Here's our email address. Thank you.
All right, thank you both. Thank you, WayPoint Master, and thank you for EcoFlow. So now is a QA sessions. We already received a lot of questions from customers, so let's do it like one by one. I think we're gonna start from the first question, and that's to WayPoint Master. So WayPoint Master teams, can you guys start to read the questions and answer it?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Let me check. If you guys can hear them, please type it in the question box and let us know that you guys can all hear.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, they all can hear. Yes, you can go ahead. They all can hear.
Okay. Okay, the first question. First question is the flight time for traditional and circle planning is the same. No, compared to the traditional oblique multi-camera system, next circle planning takes about 50% more time on site, but we reduce the number of the photo to 70%, and air triangulation time about 8%, reconstruction time about 70%. So yes, we take more time in the field, but we save the time afterwards. Next question is email contact. I believe you already tapped the email address in the chat box.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the third question, WPM can import DSM, GeoTIFF, and 3D model as OBJ for planning purpose. Yes, we support GeoTIFF. You can import a DSM or DM as GeoTIFF form into WPM. About 3D model, we recommend OSGB because it has LOD, so the import speed will be much faster. OBJ is also supported, but when the file is too large, it may cause the software to crash. And compared to DSM or 3D model, we recommend the 3D model because it shows more detail of the structure, such as power line and small towers. This can be very dangerous during the facility survey planning route. So we recommend OSGB. I believe that's all the question I got.
Sure. So I think
Yeah.
that the rest of the questions are for the EcoFlow teams. So maybe you guys can answer that. Hello, EcoFlow teams. Can you guys hear us okay?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we all can hear. You can start to answer the first questions to you guys, which is how many matrix M200 TB60 batteries could be charged with the Delta Max?
Well, for the first question, the answer is 7.35 batteries can be charged, and that is 3.7 sets of the batteries of TB60 for the drone. Yeah. And the second question is, where can I purchase the battery in Japan? Well, the answer to that is you can buy it from the Amazon platform as well as our own EcoFlow enterprise website, and that is ecoflow.com. For the third question is is our product waterproof? Yes, it is. For the solar panel, is IP67 standardized, and for our battery model, we have a waterproof bag for every battery for Delta Pro and Delta Max. That is it. Thank you so much.
And another question we have is for the WayPoint Master teams. And please go ahead.
Yes, I see a question. Someone asked, will facility scanning be available also for other enterprise solutions like Mavic 2 Enterprise Advanced? Yes, in theory, the facility survey planning is supported for all the DJI drones using DJI Pilot. But for facility scanning, this flight route is very close to the facility or the structure you wish to service. So we highly recommend you use only drones with RTK feature. So it's for safety manners. Yeah.
Another question is to the WayPoint Master as well.
Someone asked how much is the software, and do you guys offer a free trial? Where can I download? Speaking of the price and free trial, you can contact us by email. Okay.
And a last question that we have, that's for the EcoFlow. Hello, EcoFlow teams. There is one more question.
Well, the question is, what is the total lifespan of your battery? Up to how many cycle life does your battery have? For Delta Max, the cycle life is 800, and after that, the battery capacity will reach the 80%. For the Delta Pro, the cycle life is 3,500, and after that, the battery capacity can reach the 80%. For the Delta Pro, since we are using the cell chemistry is LFP, and after 3,500 the capacity would reach 80%. However, after a cycle life of 6,500 the capacity might reach to 50%. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for all the answerings. So we're gonna wait for 2 more minutes to see if you guys have more questions, and otherwise, and that's it. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is one of the webinar of our DJI Geospatial month, and we're gonna have another session 2 days later, and to talk about post-processing of aerial LiDAR data from DJI Terra. So that will offer more options when you process the LiDAR data and to deliver what customer really needs. For example, like contours and DEMs and things like that. So please don't miss it and go ahead and register on the webinar, and we can see each other 2 days later. Okay. All right. So it seems that there are no more questions. So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And in the end, I want to especially thanks for EcoFlow teams, and thank you for the WayPoint Master teams. Thank you for your support and your efforts and helping us to set up this webinar to provide more trainings and mature solutions to clients and channel partners, and that's really valuable. Thank you, team. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.